Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in because today we're going to uncover the invisible powers that make literally everything around us move. You know, whether you're playing outside, just sitting at your desk, or watching birds out the window, there's this whole hidden world of science happening right in front of your eyes.
Okay, let's dive into this with a simple little mystery. What exactly makes a football move when you kick it across the playground? Have you ever actually thought about that? The ball is just sitting there in the grass, minding its own business, doing absolutely nothing. And then suddenly, whoosh, it's flying through the air. Well, the answer to that mystery is exactly what this whole explainer is about today.
So, here's our map for today. We'll hit 5 main topics. 1. What are forces? 2. Friction, which are like invisible brakes. 3. Gravity and air resistance. 4. Sliding, rolling, and flying. And finally, 5. Balanced versus unbalanced forces.
Let's start right at the beginning. Section 1. What are forces? Pushes and pulls.
A force is really just a push or a pull. Honestly, that's it. Every single time you lift your heavy school bag, pull open a door, or kick a ball, you're using a force. Forces are literally the only things that can make objects move, stop moving, change their shape, or change the direction they're traveling. Without them, our whole world would just be completely frozen in place, and no way we want that.
Let's look at the difference between our two main actions here. A push moves something away from you. Think about pushing a heavy shopping trolley down the supermarket aisle. Now, a pull, on the other hand, brings something closer to you, like when you pull a drawer right toward your body to grab a pair of socks. So, push it away or pull it closer. Simple, right?
When these pushing and pulling forces go to work, they create something we call motion. Now, motion is just a fancy science word for movement. Whenever an object changes its position, it's in motion. A kid running around, a fan spinning on your ceiling, or even a pencil falling off your desk. These are all fantastic examples of motion happening right in front of us.
Okay, here is a golden rule of science. The absolute most important rule to remember is that objects stay perfectly still until an invisible force comes along to move them. They don't just start moving by themselves. Remember that football we talked about? It's going to stay on that grass forever unless someone comes along and kicks it. And hey, the strength of the force matters too. A gentle tap means the ball moves really slowly, but a massive, powerful kick that sends it flying across the entire field. Moving right along to Section 2, Friction, the invisible brakes.
So, forces don't just start motion, they also stop it. Imagine a ball rolling across the playground. It doesn't roll forever, right? It eventually slows down and stops completely. Well, that happens because of a force called friction. Friction happens whenever two surfaces rub against each other. For example, your shoes absolutely need friction to grip the ground so you don't slip. And bicycle brakes, they use friction to stop the wheels.
Notice how different surfaces totally change everything. A rough surface, like a fuzzy carpet or some bumpy sandpaper, grabs objects really quickly because it creates a ton of friction. But smooth surfaces, like kitchen tiles or frozen pond, they create very little friction. Actually, that's exactly why ice skaters can glide so beautifully across the ice without stopping right away. You know, you can actually test this invisible brake yourself at home, and I highly encourage you to try this. Just build a little ramp and roll a toy car down it. First, let it roll onto a smooth tile floor and measure the distance. Then, do the exact same thing, but this time let it roll onto a rough carpet. You'll see firsthand how the carpet's extra friction slows the car down way faster. All right, let's look at Section 3, Gravity and Air Resistance, two totally invisible powers.
First up is gravity. Think of gravity like a giant invisible magnet inside the Earth that pulls absolutely everything downward. It's the constant force making sure that when you drop a pencil, it hits the floor. It pulls raindrops down from the clouds, and when you jump up as high as you possibly can, gravity is the force that pulls you safely back down to the ground instead of just letting you float away into outer space.
But here's the thing. Gravity isn't working entirely alone. As things fall, they run into another force called air resistance, and this acts kind of like an invisible cushion pushing back up against the falling object. Because air isn't just empty space, it's actually full of invisible particles. So when an object drops, it literally has to push all that air out of the way, which slows down how fast it falls.
If you drop two identical pieces of paper at the exact same time, say one perfectly flat and one crumpled into a tight little ball, you can watch air resistance right in action.
The flat paper has a wide shape, right? So it catches a lot of air and floats down really slowly. But the crumpled paper has a tiny shape, so it slices right through that air resistance and hits the ground super fast.
Parachutes are an absolutely amazing example of how we use this science to stay safe. Because they are so incredibly wide and open, almost like a large umbrella, they catch enough air pushing up against them to fight gravity, just enough to help people fall safely and gently all the way to the ground.
Okay, moving to section 4, sliding, rolling, and flying. This is all about shapes in motion.
Have you ever noticed that a square block gets stuck dragging on the ground? That's because its flat edges create a lot of friction. But round objects, like a bouncy ball, have smooth, curved shapes that bypass a lot of that friction so they roll easily. And that is exactly why we invented wheels. Bicycles, cars, scooters, they all use round wheels to roll smoothly and reduce the friction that would otherwise slow them right down.
Now, what if we want to defeat gravity completely and get up into the sky? Well, flying objects rely on an amazing upward force called lift. A bird creates lift by flapping its wings hard against the air. An airplane, on the other hand, creates lift because of the special, curved shape of its wings, which changes how the air moves around them as the plane speeds forward.
Even when you throw a simple paper airplane, you can actually see multiple forces working together. First, your hand gives it a pushing force to start the motion. Immediately, gravity tries to pull it down. But at the exact same time, air pushes up against the smooth wings, creating lift and helping it glide beautifully across the room.
For our final section, let's look at section 5, balanced versus unbalanced forces. It's the ultimate battle.
Let's break down the difference here. When forces are totally balanced, like a heavy book sitting flat on a table, where gravity pulls down just as hard as the table pushes up, well, the object stays perfectly still. But as soon as one force becomes stronger, like your hand pushing a toy car, the forces become unbalanced and boom, the object springs right into motion.
We also have to remember that an object's weight and mass change everything. It's super easy to apply an unbalanced force to an empty, light plastic chair and push it across the room. But what about a massive, heavy wooden cupboard that has a lot of mass? You are going to need a much, much stronger unbalanced pushing force to overcome friction and gravity to get that thing moving.
You see, science isn't just stuck in textbooks. It is literally everywhere around you. Every single time you slide down a playground slide, bounce a basketball, or just watch the clouds drift by, you are watching forces in action. Thank you so much for joining this explainer today, and I really hope you use your new knowledge to spot these invisible powers everywhere you go. Keep questioning and definitely keep exploring.